Good morning, students. So today again we'll starting one new topic, and it is very important topic. It carries 6 marks. One question from this topic definitely will come in exam of 6 marks. Okay? So be attentive. So what is the topic? In this topic we will find maximum or minimum value of various function. Some function will be given, then we will find its maximum or minimum value. Okay, so first see how to find maximum or minimum value and what is the maximum value and minimum value. Suppose consider this graph of a function y equal to f of x. Okay, so here if you see this graph, you can see at this point, this is the maximum value for this graph, and this is at suppose this point, and suppose this point is C. Okay, so what we are getting values of f of x. Okay, where at this points means in this interval from A to B. Suppose this interval is I. You can consider the I interval. So f of x is any real function. It is defined in the interval I. Then we get one point C at which value of f of x is like this. F of c is more than equal to f of x for all x belongs to I. Okay? F of x is any real function defined in the interval I such that f of c is more than equal to f of x for all x belongs to I. Then we say function f of x has maximum value at point C. Then f of x has maximum value at C, at x equal to C. Okay, this point is called, C is called point of maxima. What is C called? Point of maxima. And f of C is called maximum value. Okay, if f of c is more than equal to f of x for all x belongs to I, then f of c, all the values of f of x, we are finding value of f of x at this point, here, here. These values are f of x. Values of f of x are less than this value. Here f of x is less than this value. So for all x, value of f of x at c is the maximum. So f of c is more than equal to f of x for any x. We get like this. Then this is called maximum value. And at which point we are getting, that point is called point of maxima. Okay? All the values of f of x should be less than f of c. Then f of c is called maximum value. Okay? In the same way, if we consider this graph, so at this point, if you see, we get minimum value. All the y above this here are greater than this y. All the y here are greater than this y. So if f of c is less than equal to f of x for all x belongs to I, and again f of x is a real function defined in the interval I such that f of c is less than equal to f of x for all x belongs to I, then we say f of x has minimum value. F of x has minimum value at x equal to c, and c is called point of minima, and f of c is called minimum value of function. Okay? So we are finding what? Turning point, where the graph turns. At this point graph turn, at this point graph turn. So we have to find maximum or minimum value of function. So this is the definition of maximum, this is the definition of minima. If f of c is more than or equal to f of x for all x belongs to I, then f of c is called maximum value function and c is called point of maxima. If f of c is less than or equal to f of x for all x belongs to I, where I is an interval 1, then f of x is said to have minimum value at c, and f of c is called minimum value. C is called point of minima. Okay? Now we'll see some questions how to find maximum or minimum value. First you can note down this. But this is a very important topic, so be careful and be attentive. Okay? Note down. Now we will find maximum or minimum value of these functions if exist. Now sometimes maximum value or minimum does not exist. Okay? So if we have maximum value or minimum value for this function, we have to find it. So first what we'll do, so for first question, its domain, if you find domain of this function is, it is defined for every x, so its domain is set of real number. For every x it is defined. Minus infinity to plus infinity is domain of this function. So now what is the maximum or minimum value? We can put x from minus infinity to infinity. Domain is from minus infinity to plus infinity. So what will be its maximum or minimum value? So we have x minus 1 whole square. Value of this function is always more than 0. Positive, can be 0 also, because when x is 1 it becomes 0. So x minus 1 whole square is more than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. What we are doing with that? We are writing this function in the form of f of x. Here we use domain of function and we are finding value of f of x. So x minus whole square is always more than or equal to 0. Now, but here we have minus, what we did in increasing decreasing function, that we are doing same thing here. So negative sign is there. So if you multiply both sides by negative number, what happens? In the inequality, when we multiply by negative sign, negative number, sign of inequality will change. It becomes less than or equal to 0. Okay? Now here we have plus 10. So both sides if we add 10, so this will be less than or equal to 10. Minus of x minus 1 whole square plus 10 is less than or equal to 10. Adding both sides 10, then this sign will be same. Okay? So this is less than or equal to 10. Now what is this? Our given function f of x. Okay? So f of x is less than or equal to 10. So this is 10. So value of function only. F of x is less than or equal to 10. So f of x for all x belongs to R. It is for all x. So f of x is less than or equal to f of 10, means we can consider this f of c. If we see the definition, f of x is less than or equal to f of c, or f of c is more than or equal to f of x for all x in the interval I, then f of c is called maximum value. It means 10 is the maximum value of function. Okay? So this 10 is the maximum value of function. The maximum value of f of x is 10. Okay? And at which point we are getting 10? So for that, what we can do? Just f of x we can replace by 10. Okay? Then we simplify this. So what will happen? X minus 1 whole square will be 0. 10 cancel out. Then x minus 1 will be 0, means x equal to 1. Means we can find its maximum value at x equal to 1. At x equal to 1, this function will have maximum value. Because at 1 it will be 0. This term will be 0 at x equal to 1. And after that, if we put anything other than the number, so if at 1 equal to 0, so 10 minus 0, 10 only. And if x is not 1, it will be positive, but due to the sign, it becomes negative. So 10 minus something will be there for all x except 1. So in this case, value will be less than 10. So at x equal to 1, it will be 0. So value of function will be 10 and that will be the maximum value. Okay? This is the process to find maximum value or minimum value. Check. Now, consider this question. 9x square plus 12x plus 2. So again, you have to write this function in the form of a function that can say that this value will be less than or more than. Okay? Like this. We can convert in this form. So what we can do? We can complete the square. Now, using the completing square method, we can complete the square. So what we get? What is the process? 9x square. So it is square of 3x. Now it is 12x. So it is 2ab in the form of 2ab to bring. So 3x is a into 2, 6x. So what is there? 12x. So if you write this 2 into 3x into what? 3 to the 6 into 2. 12x again. So your a is 3x and b is 2. So we need 2 square 4. So we add 4 and we subtract 4. So now what happens? 3x square plus, or in this we can write a square plus 2ab plus b square, 2 square. So 3x plus 2 whole square and minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. Okay? So like this we can complete this square. Now if we expand this, 9x square 2ab, so 3 to 2 into 2, 12x plus 2 square, 4 minus 2 will be your 2. So again you get same thing. Now for all x we have 3x plus 2 square is always more than equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. Its domain also real number, so it is more than equal to 0. Now there is minus 2. So if we subtract both sides, subtract 2, then for all x, so it is your f of x. So f of x is more than equal to minus 2. So values of f of x are more than minus 2. So all the values of f of x are more than this minus 2. It means this is the minimum value of f of x is more than f of c. F of c is less than equal to f of x. And in this case, so this f of c is minimum value. So minimum value of this function is minus 2. At which point? So again here replace f of x equal to minus 2. Minus 2 cancel. Then 3x plus 2 will be 0. Then x will be minus 2 by 3. So we can get at minus 2 by 3 function will give minimum value. Here f of x is less than 10 only. So it means this function has no minimum value. We cannot find its minimum value because domain is set of real numbers. So if we put any value of x, then negative value, we can get many values you can get. Here also same thing, f of x is more than f of c. Okay, f of x is more than minus 2. So this function do not have maximum value. So sometimes function has only one value, maximum but not minimum, sometimes minimum but not maximum, and sometimes can be no minimum, no maximum value. Okay? So in this process we can find minimum or maximum value of function. And at which point we are finding? So after finding minimum or maximum value, that we can put equal to f of x, and we can find value of x. That will be our point of minimum or point of maximum. Okay? Note down. Now we will find maximum or minimum value of these functions. Minus of mod of x plus 1 plus 3. So here for all x, mod of x plus 1 is more than or equal to 0. It is always positive value. It will be always positive value. Mod of any number is positive. So it is more than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. It's again domain is set of real number. Here we have minus, so multiplying by negative number, so it will be less than or equal to 0 for all x. Then you have plus 3, so add 3 both sides. So adding 3 both sides, we get for all x. So it is our f of x which is less than or equal to 3. So f of x less than or equal to f of c. F of c is more than f of x for all x. It means maximum value of function is 3. 3 is the maximum value and minimum value does not exist. Okay, where you can find, so we can put this equal to 3 and we can find value of f of x, value of x. Okay, then for this function we know that value of sin x always lies between from -1 to 1. Sin x always lies from -1 to 1. So sin 2x we can write from -1 to 1. In case of sin cos, we can use this trick. Sin cos always lies from -1 to 1. Now here we have plus 5. So add 5 here, means add 5 in all 3. So adding 5 in all 3, what we are getting? -1 plus 5 is less than or equal to sin 2x plus 5. This is less than or equal to 1 plus 5. That is 4 is less than or equal to sin 2x plus 5, which is our f of x, and this is less than or equal to 6. So f of x is more than or equal to 4, less than or equal to 6. It means f of x is more than f of c. So your minimum value is f of c, means 4, and f of c is more than f of x. Then maximum value is f of c, means 6. So this is minimum value, it is maximum value. Minimum value is 4, maximum value is 6. Okay. One more question. F of x equal to x cube plus 1 if we take. So x is again its domain is set of real number. Now see, for any positive x, what happens? X cube again positive, so we can make its value larger by putting values of x larger and larger. Means according to our need, we can make it larger by taking x larger number. If we take x equal to 5, then 5 cube plus 1, 120 plus 1, 126. If we take 8, then 8 cube is 512 plus 1, 513. So according to our need, we can make it positive. We can make it more larger. So we cannot find its maximum value. The same way, if we take negative value of x, -2, -3, -4, so x cube will be negative for negative x. So we can make its value as much as smaller, which we need. According to our need, we can make it smaller also. Okay? It means its minimum value does not exist. Okay? This function has no minimum, no maximum value. Okay? So like this, you can find maximum or minimum value of any given function. Okay, if you're in doubt, you can write in the comment box.